Good morning, Dan. I'm going to show you now how to add an image into a blog post and have the image show up right next to the text. It's a little bit of a tricky, thing to do, so I wanted to make sure that I showed you, and so you could do it without a problem. So the first thing you have to do, of course, is go ahead and log in. I've got a special little program here that can help me with that. Um, Alright, go in and log in, click on create content, and let's create a blog post. Now this blog post I'll just name test. It's going to be deleted here in a minute, but you'll see, sorry about that, you'll see that a couple things are a little different. First of all, you've got this thing called a WYSIWYG. It makes it look sort of like Microsoft Word or whatever. It gives you a few formatting options, and I can take away or add some of these if you'd like me to. But these are the basic ones. I don't know if you'll need any more than that. But the other thing that I've added here is a way to add an image, to upload an image and stick it into the body of the text. So let's start actually by putting some text in. Just some random stuff. I'm going to put in some filler text. This isn't even English. It's not actually a language at all. It's just filler garbage. Then I can click right in here, and I'm going to add an image. Now, got this image here. I found it on the internet. I'm just going to hit upload. And what happens now? You can fill these fields in. This is what the people will see when they put their mouse over the image. So I'm just going to call it runners. And then what you can do is you can click this button here and send the image to this text area. Now you have to place your cursor somewhere. So if you see here, I've got my cursor right here. I'm going to click send to text area, and all of a sudden now the image is in the text area. Now what can I do? Well, if I select the image, I can now modify where it's going to show up in relation to the text by clicking on this button, the Insert Edit Image. So you click on this, and I want the image to be right aligned so that now the image shows up on the right side of the page and all the text flows around it on the left. And I'm going to give it a little space on each side so that the text doesn't run right into the image. So I'll give it, those are 10 pixels on horizontally and vertically. I'm going to click OK, and you see now that the image is on the right side of the page with a little bit of spacing all around it. It's kind of a way to keep the text out from it. Now, one other cool thing is that you can actually resize the image. If you don't like the size of the image, you just select it and you make it bigger or smaller. Made it a little bigger for us here. And that's it. If you want to add another image, you can just go ahead and click here, add another image. We're just going to do one for now, but it's the exact same process for any number of images you add. You can add as many as you'd like, but that's the way to do it. And of course, now that you've got these formatting options, all you have to do is select some text and hit bold if you want it to be bold. You can make it right aligned, which is kind of funny looking, but that's alright. I can also start creating numbered lists. So 1, 2, 3. You can also do bulleted. No big deal. That'll all make sense to you. And you just go ahead and hit save. And so this is your post. Got the image right here. Got your formatting here and here. And that's all there is to it. If we take a look at the actual home page, this is kind of an interesting point. You'll notice that the only thing that shows up in the teaser is the test post line, and you have to click read more to see the entire post. Now, of course, not everyone is going to see these buttons, the edit and the view buttons. That's only because you're logged in. But let's do something here. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to change where the teaser shows up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, I want people on the front page, home page, without even clicking on the link to see the full blog post. I want them to see this much. So you see my cursor's right here, and I can. This is the teaser and the body content. So if I click this button right here, it adds a break. So let me show you what that does. You click save. It doesn't actually change anything about the way that you view the full blog post, but now if you go to the home page, you'll see that some more text shows up here. Okay, so I know that we just covered a fair amount, and that I went through it fairly quickly. Don't hesitate to send me any questions you have, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks a lot. Bye.